Hey.
I gotta be honest, this traveling across the country thing is taking its toll on me, bud. I know you're doing the same thing, but at least you get home
Hey,
games.
emoji
I'm heading to
smiling
the
eyes.
airport soon, but just wanted to let you know that Zoe and I are lining up a couple of different endorsement opportunities for you. When I get back in town, we'll talk. I'll let you know when I land, though. See ya.
Yo, I don't know how Jerry Rice did this for like 20 years. I ain't even 10 years deep yet, and these short weeks killing me.
Yeah, man.
But apparently, when you the future of Nike football with all this preferential treatment, you must be feeling real good going into Thursday night games. Well, I'm glad your body is feeling good. We're gonna need
Let's go, let's go. On the hop, fellas, on the hop. Who wants it? Let's see some hustle out there today. Got a big game this week. Come on. Set. Viking 18. Cougar 19! Ready, hit! Okay, break! Go! Here we go! 60 Eagle! 60 Eagle! Ready, ready! Got it! Ready? Hut, hut! Ready, ready! Bronco 80! Ready, go! Here we go, set! 60 Bison, 60 Bison! Get up!
It's time to pick it up. Let's go for gold.
Set, go!
Hey, man, that was great. I mean, you had a great day today. You finally getting it. You're starting to turn the corner, and that's what we like to see as a coaching staff. Show us some more.
Come on, set! 18 Cardinal, 18, ready, hut! Ready, Cowboy 80! Go! Set up! 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger! Ready, ready! Set! 70 Lion! Hut, hut!
This is your last opportunity. Let's go for gold.
Ready, go!
All right, man, bring it in tight. Bring it in tight. All right, let me tell you something. Today was great. You guys went out there and executed flawlessly. You keep practicing like that, we are going to win a lot of ball games this year.
Tonight, from Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, it's Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. It's the Indianapolis Colts taking on the New York Jets.
One tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, and they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up the first down, keep the sticks moving.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's to the veteran tight end, Carter Landry. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 41-yard line. So, Charles, take nothing away from this young man under center, because I know people think he's got a very bright future in this league, but I have to figure the defensive coordinators love the thought of squaring off against a rookie quarterback.
And especially if they have guys they can put together a game plan with. It's going to confuse, disguise a lot of coverage, make this kid think a little bit. Because in college, he's seen a lot of things. Let's not get it wrong here. But at the same time, in the NFL, you can do so much more because of the athletes you have, because of their football IQ. And don't forget, you're going to throw a couple extra rushers at him as well. See if he can handle the pressure when those guys come at him.
On first down, Murray. He gets away from one, and he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. 2nd and goal from the 1. Bell. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one, out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different...
They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And he'll be dropped at the 30. And a shifty move got him a couple extra on the play. 41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now a give. This is Murray dancing away at the 35. And he'll have a Jets first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Darius Leonard, the All-Pro, in on the tackle. So, Charles, you talk about this offense as we play here in Week 9 of the 2021 season. Normally, you're slipping kind of past the halfway point, but now with the season expanding to 17 games, you kind of think the teams might look up and say, gosh, we still have a lot of football left to go.
No doubt about it. Remember, they've had their open week already, so this could be a straight shot all the way from here on out. To me, the best coaches, they tell their teams, hey, I'll take care of you during the week. You just leave it all out there on game day, and I'll make sure you're ready for the next one.
He's going to look deep for more. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play that time by the Jets. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to the ground game. Here's Murray. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
To the right side and complete to Landry. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. He was locked in. 2 trips to the end zone, Charles, over 100 yards receiving.
How about the combination of route running, confidence going downfield, and the ability to go up and get the football? You're exactly right. It was.
That's to Davis. He's got it. Touchdown, New York. Corey Davis, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bit.
Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Murray running right. And he'll have a Jets 1st down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Holmes finding some room at midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
But if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Holmes. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Touchdown, Jets. Keelan Cole. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense.
They'll run on 1st down. Murray able to fight through 1 tackle. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. And here we get a look at Stewart down on the ground still. Hope this isn't anything serious. So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Holmes. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Throwing to start the drive. Holmes. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now this one complete to Corey Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Back to throw again. Throw left side complete. That's Cole. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On second down, it's Bell. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
On 1st and 10, Holmes. And that is caught. It's Davis. Touchdown. Corey Davis with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Yeah, 3 touchdown passes. You're right. He looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook.
Second half starts with a run by Murray. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
To throw on second down, Holmes. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. He'll air this one out deep for Davis, and that'll be incomplete. Now they took their shot, but the cover. On first down, it's Murray, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Another run for Murray on second down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Uncorks one for Davis. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call. But for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
50 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave it with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Holmes. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Colts are going to take over once again. They run again with Murray. He's seen a ton of action tonight. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Now this throw caught left side. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. A 20th carry coming up now for Murray. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. From the gun, Holmes. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Jets are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. We saw so much of this last year at the college level, but there you go, his first rushing touchdown as an NFL quarterback.
And with the speed he has, we certainly know it won't be his last, because that's something that
they'll run on 1st down. Murray. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
Again, it's Murray. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
143 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
On 1st down, Holmes.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
That's to Davis. He's got it. Touchdown, New York.
Corey Davis there to make the grab. And the Jets will extend their lead. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie.
Throwing on first down. Holmes. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And down inside the 15 he goes.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skills showing the power, but just not much room to operate. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Holmes. This is caught.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell. His second touch. On first down, it's Murray. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They go with Murray again. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On third down, here's Bell. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the...
You know, as longtime fans of the NFL, we've gotten used to hearing...
today. From MetLife Stadium in New
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. The numbers for Bell on the ground in the game last week. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
No, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And, Charles, this defense, they know that they've got their work cut out for them. Here's a quarterback coming off a game in which he threw 4 touchdowns. They've watched the tape all week. They've seen it, but what can they do differently?
I think they've got to approach it like a pitcher facing a really hot batter. Get him uncomfortable in the box. Change speeds, change locations, change the pitches you throw at him. So show different coverages, blitz sometimes, drop back other times. Just don't let him get comfortable or let him get into rhythm.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket.
On 1st and 10, Holmes. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun, Holmes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. He will find the rookie from Ole Miss, Elijah Moore. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll run on 1st down. It's Bell, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Holmes. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Holmes. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. A give to Bell. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
Yeah, this pass broken up. On first down, Holmes gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Holmes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now throwing on 1st down. Holmes. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right of the yard.
And that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Just a yard to go here on 2nd down. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. On 1st and 10, Holmes. He finds Corey Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back, but now I've got a full package, a guy who can do everything, as we just saw there, including breaking tackles.
But at the time, 2nd-round pick in 2013, some people probably wishing they'd taken him in the 1st. On 1st down, Holmes throwing the out route incomplete. It's Davis, and they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. Looking to throw. Holmes. That's going to be caught by Crowder. It's a Jets touchdown. Jamison Crowder. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet, or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. We'll check on his status when we get back. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Back to throw. Holmes. Man open, here is Crowder. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? You got to try and go with a quicker guy and sometimes even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to it.
And he's had the hot hand. Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Being chased out left. Space to run past the 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Holmes. Touchdown, Jets. Elijah Moore. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead.
The defense is doing their best, but they're struggling right now. They'll look for some help from their own offense to keep them in the game.
The second half starts with a carry by Bell. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 55 rushing yards, rushing on 12 carries for him now. They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the 2nd half.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. They'll try and run for it with Bell. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on 1st down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. Throwing on 1st down. Holmes on the slant. He's got Davis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, Holmes. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. No surprise this offense would be able to convert. They're currently 2nd in the league in first down, so they pick up 1 here.
Yeah, not a stat that we talk about a heck of a lot, but it's a vital one. And in this case, it's really vital because what does it do? Keeps their defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest. And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
On 2nd down now, it's Bell, and only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll go again with Bell. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
77 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Looking to throw. Holmes.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. Muscles him off. And here a juke. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On first down, Holmes. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. The give is to Bell. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Bell. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 39-yard line. Bell. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Bell. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Shifts by at the 15. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there. Of course you're going to give it to him.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Back to throw. Holmes. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that, saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to... On first down, Murray. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Back to the ground, this time with Bell. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Looking to throw. Holmes. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
130 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bell.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Now Bell. And they're going to stop him here short of the goal line with the flag down. Well, this could set up a very interesting decision. You can see this quite a bit on running plays where the guy's out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected, but I know this is a
touchdown. Chris Herndon, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jets add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a fifth straight victory. They had the lead in the fourth, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes.
On first down, Bell. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll run here. It's Murray. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for the Jets, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the Miami Dolphins.
I was talking with my crew before the show. By the way, best production team in the biz, or at least that's what they tell me to say. Anyway, I think it's worth discussing on air for this podcast the new Nike commercial they debuted last night. It was not good. It was amazing. You get all these dramatic shots with NFL stars like Lamar Jackson and Russell Wilson. But get this, the final shot, they reserve it for the rookie QB from New York as he puts on his Jets helmet and just